All right, so give me a second. I'm going to pull something up and talk about the responsibility of this and role of registered agents, not just the one in Delaware, but others, but specifically. Yeah. So give me a second, just a second, as I am flipping this. Hang on. Let's take this music off. And while you're waiting, if you don't mind, go ahead, give me a thumbs up. Share this video broadcast. And let's see. I still have. Told you so. Well, that's a, theme song I like. So let's talk about this, shall we? Let's do it like this. There we go. So I changed my countdown clock. I just thought, you know what? It's a rolling countdown. Why not set it for 2 weeks, right? I said I might, backdate, but I'm waiting for the receipt to, be updated in the courts. But let me just tell you legally. So, in Delaware, registered agents play a crucial role, they do, in handling legal matters for corporations, including the receipt of summons or legal notices. So let's kind of break down how the process works and whether receiving a summons via a registered agent counts as legally delivered. Okay. So I've been looking up some information. Let me just make sure mic is open. Is this okay? Where is my... Hang on. Some of you meant like the check mark, a little better. Or maybe, yeah, let's go with TikTok. Yeah. All right. So the role of a registered agent, what they do, every corporation incorporated. So every corporation incorporated in Delaware, including LLCs and other business entities, are required to appoint a registered agent. This agent is responsible for receiving important legal documents, including summons, subpoenas, and service of process on behalf of the company. So that's the first part. You're incorporated in Delaware, those LLCs, other business entities, it's a requirement to appoint a registered agent. Okay? So the registered agent, the agent, it can be a person, a business entity, but they must have a physical address in Delaware and be available during regular business hours to receive documents. That's right. So when I mentioned they have to, there was a physical location. Mhm. And part of documents that registered agents, receive amongst them are legal receipt of summons. So, service of process, when a summons is served to a corporation's registered agent, it is considered legally delivered under Delaware law. The registered agent acts as the corporation's official point of contact for legal proceedings. That's right. So, I think you've been checked, Danielle. I said you've been checked. Because, see, here's the thing. They've registered. They selected that particular agent to represent their corporation or LLC or business. You can't just set up a corporation or other entity in Delaware. Even if in Delaware, right now, they maintain, the privacy of these corporations or LLCs. That's why many, many LLCs form in Delaware, to protect their privacy or their people in their corporation or LLC from being known or, their business. But legally, that registered agent that was selected, they act as the corporate, it's official as a point of contact. So notification to the corporation once the registered agent receives the summons or legal notice, they are required to notify the corporation. And this notification would happen by getting those documents to the corporation's designated contact. So then the validity of the service and receiving a summons through the registered agent is legally binding. Once the agent accepts the summons, the clock starts ticking for the corporation to respond, usually 30 days, depending on the nature of the summons and the court rules. Should I just pause here for a second? Because some people are wondering, well, how do people know who's on the registered agent knows? Because legally is binding and they are obligated to notify, to get that information. That's why they are selected binding as the legal registered agent for the corporation. You know, I'm learning a lot. Yeah. Now, a business can be structured in basically three different ways: a corporation, an LLC, or a sole proprietor. Right? So again, let me just go on and you'll understand why I think it was, on my part, kind of based on, and I'm going to get all this confirmed. This is like Saturday, but trust me, I have something, okay? On Monday, 9 to 5. Weekend, Sunday, businesses are closed. But I can tell you, there was a green light. Somebody received the package. Somebody received it. Okay, let me continue. So, failure to respond. If the registered agent receives a summons but fails to forward it to the corporation, or the corporation neglects to respond in time, it can result in a default judgment. Yeah, did you hear that? I mean, it can just go like default judgment. So again, this is really important, that the registered agent, they have to have a physical address, they have to have business hours. It's all lawful, everything's set up. Even if the registered agent, keeps everything private, they know who the contact person is. They know an address. They know a real telephone number. They know. Because it wouldn't be so legally binding, or the implications of not getting that information wouldn't have such consequential long-term effect legally. Okay? Joanne says, them so-called layers are now being peeled away like a tangerine so easily. I have something I could show you, but I'm not going to show you. No. But I'm not going to get egg on my face either. I said I'm going to wait until officially to see the updates to the court records, but I can tell you what I've seen, it indicates that somebody opened the door, somebody signed. Somebody's in receipt of that package. Somebody is in receipt of that package. Now, wait a minute. Hang on for 1 second. Where's my sound? I told you so. Told you so. TikTok. That's why, you got this. Where's my TikTok? That's why the countdown clock. Somebody's got that package. And, things were delivered. This is the 28th. Let's see. Look at my countdown. I gave it a little bit of, leeway either way. It's a rolling countdown. But somebody's got to respond. No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me continue here. So again, the legal implications. Receiving a summons through the registered agent is legally binding. I'm reading. Once the agent accepts the summons, the clock starts ticking. For the corporation to respond, usually 30 days, depending on the nature of the summons and the court rules. I think I read one of the documents that's in the history in this case. I think it's like 21 days. I don't know if it's like 21 days from the time that is entered into the history of documents, or if it's 21 days from the date of the receipt that is shown, signed and returned. I'll know more, I'll know more about that on Monday, because I'm going to do my due diligence to find out so that I'm giving you accurate information. So, again, if the registered agent receives a summons but fails to forward it to the corporation, or if the corporation neglects to respond in time, it can result in a default judgment. This means the court could rule in favor of the plaintiff simply because the defendant, i.e., the corporation, did not respond. Now, here's a caveat. So, if the registered agent cannot be served in this case, well, if they have moved or failed to maintain a proper address, or the state of Delaware allows alternative methods of service, serving through the Delaware Secretary of State, which would still be considered valid. The Secretary of State would then attempt to notify the corporation of the summons. So it's serious. So if the registered agent is not above board, moving around and all of this and that, well, it would go to the Secretary of State. So there's ways, and the Secretary of State, they know who's supposed to be filing, right? State taxes and all of that. Registering. Because if they have to do an investigation, the state, they're going to find you. The federal government, they always get their taxes. It might be this year, it might be 10 years from now. The federal government is known for checking in. So now, let me continue. So even if the company changes its registered agent or address, it is essential that they update this information with the state of Delaware. Failure to do so could result, of course, in the company missing legal documents, which could also lead to default judgment or other legal consequences. So when a summons is, received by a Delaware registered agent, it is legally considered delivered to the corporation. The registered agent must promptly notify the corporation, but legally, the corporation is on notice the moment the agent accepts the service of process. Failure to properly respond or address the summons could result in legal penalties and judgments against the corporation. Can I read that one more time? When a summons is received by a Delaware registered agent, it is legally considered delivered to the corporation. Legally. And the registered agent must promptly notify the corporation. But legally, the corporation is on notice the moment the agent accepts the service of process. So remember, Danielle Robertson said, there are layers upon layers that it's going to take this and it's going to take that, and layers have been put into place so that she's not found. So who's above her? Who knows her? Who has been signing? Who has been accepting? Who is registered with that registered agent? And has there ever been anything accepted there for Danielle Robertson? And Danielle Robertson got that information and responded back. Y'all want to know? Danielle Robertson, I think you've been checked. But we're gonna wait. Remember, I said allegedly, but I see something. I don't plan to get egg on my face. I see something that is green. Looks like somebody opened that door. Looks like some, they tried a couple of times, and then they had to come back. There was a couple of days that went by, but finally, you know, they let them in. They buzzed them in. Allegedly. So it could be default. It could be like once that information is updated, allegedly, it's put, all the receipts and everything gets put into the history of documents, or, the status is really known. I just read to you the obligation of the registered agent. Once they accept it, it's considered legally service of process. Receipts just got to get back to where they got to get updated, allegedly. If what I see is true. Oh. Somebody received the package. I don't care how many layers. Somebody received it. And if Danielle Robertson says, that's not my address, that's not my registered agent, there's documents out there, and I have at least 2 of them myself, where she has legally put down that address. Y'all want to see one? Let's see. Let's hear some music, shall we? Or maybe just wait. Just wait. Let's see if I can get it real quick. Real quick. Let me throw this up. Make sure when I'm searching. Talk amongst yourself. Who says that? I'm just going to show you a little bit of this here. Let's see if I opened it correctly. There's other information, but I'm just going to show you that. This is fair use commentary. Yeah, this is against me, right? With the CCB. Well, Danielle Robertson, you see the name right there. City, Dover, Delaware. Authorized representative information. That's right. That's not the only document I have. I have different documents that would back up Danielle Robertson putting her name as her legal name on legal documents and saying that addresses are hers. Yeah, because when you file this, that can be a crime too, a federal crime. So I have a number of documents. Somebody asked a question, well, why are you so interested? Isn't this Kimmy's case? Yes, it's Kimmy's case. It is. My name isn't on the lawsuit. No. Mhm. But we're talking about the same person here. And maybe there might be some relevant information just in case somebody else doesn't have something. So that registered agent in Delaware, somebody answered that door. And now, are we going to find out? You've been checked, Danielle. I wonder how she's going. She has a plan, right? She has an exit plan, one of those like parachute plans. Because she said if somebody else is basically, contacted, they are going to say that's not her. They don't know her. That's not her voice. There is no person named Danielle. The thing about it is, she said that. What the person is going to do, cover up for this. Y'all didn't know I had that? Y'all didn't know I had that? We're Danielle Robertson. It's like a plan for someone to cover up for her. Do you think I would have egg on my face and be saying things if I didn't have receipts? Do you think I would be jeopardizing anything in my future in case something jump off? No. The right hand is not going to know what the left hand's doing. But I'm going to tell you this, Danielle Robertson, you've been checked. She's going to say, well, it's layers and layers and layers. That's okay. Peel back the layers one layer at a time. Somebody said, well, she thinks it's somebody else. You think it's this person. That person thinks it's this person. I'll just say this. Whoever Danielle Robertson is, somebody got a package for her. And there are others. I'll just give a hint, hint, who have legal documents too with Danielle Robertson's name, on the form, swearing to, what, in case of perjury for the law for federal. So she's got some options if it's true. Somebody who's going to fall on their sword for Danielle Robertson. Who you think? Somebody is going to get revealed. Yeah. Oh, she's plotting and planning right now. She's mad. She decided she's gonna put that, video up. It's not about me, but it's about the plaintiff. And whatever she does, that's on her. I've gone through this before with her. Humiliation and harassment. That's true. But she's doing all of this because she said, who's going to check me, boo? Who gone check me, boo? And she'll never be found. That's right. So we're going to, take, it's going through the process. It's in motion. I can see some things are moving. Yeah. You want to talk about it, Danielle? You want to tell us? You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Old school. Joanne says there's nothing at all that she can do. Absolutely nothing. She gonna get you, Joanne. Dox you. Allegedly, all comments and opinions are that of the chat. On a Saturday night, we listened to a little music and gave you a little entertainment news. And now we, didn't you know? Didn't you know? Didn't you know that a summons is received by a Delaware registered agent? It is legally considered delivered to the corporation. Yeah. So somebody received a package and that package was not returned. Like, couldn't. It must have been accepted. Somebody accepted something. I don't know. Baby Juju says, you think she gonna try to convince them to let her keep her phone? You mean like Danielle Elizabeth, when the detectives were in, interviewing her during that interrogation. For those of you who are new, who never listened to me before, you might hear different names, like Danielle Elizabeth. Well, Danielle Elizabeth Allen is an individual who is the daughter of a woman whose name is Monique Tolbert, who came on to the YouTube platform in 2021. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but there's a connection to why I'm saying Danielle Elizabeth Allen. Okay. I've never once said that Danielle Elizabeth Allen is Danielle Robertson. However, things that I've seen, more points toward her being Danielle Elizabeth Allen than away from her. And if it's not Danielle Elizabeth Allen, who came to YouTube for revenge, to avenge for the person she loved, because somebody loved Miss Tolbert, because it was about Miss Tolbert. So was it her daughter? Miss Tolbert said she was going to have her daughter looking into this. You have to, I can't tell you the whole story, but I can tell you some key parts. She also named another daughter. She never named Danielle Elizabeth. She said she had a daughter, Charity Dominique, whose YouTube channel she said she used to get on to the platform. Okay? Why did she come? She said she wanted to clear her name. Why did she want to clear her name, Miss Tolbert? Is because at the time there was this unmasking the avatar. And based on different people who were looked at, Monique Tolbert's name surfaced as a possibility. That's right. And then once that happened, and Miss Tolbert wasn't happy about it, she said she was going to have her daughter look into it. And then only about 11 days later, within that time frame, somebody descended onto YouTube. Her name was Danielle Robertson. Truth teller, Danny Robertson. She came with a vengeance. That's right. Oh, I got the story. Don't you think I don't? I got the dirty receipts, the very important deletes. People, who is this Usher? And was it Usher who deleted like 7,000 tweets? And who else followed suit? People deleting stuff left and right. You mean in big You mean the superstars? Why do people delete such things, Usher? Don't delete now. Because if they can find Usher's deletes, they can certainly find Danielle Robertson's tweets. And they can connect it all. You see, it might seem like so far-fetched. Like who is this comedian that somebody said he was crazy about 10 years ago when he was talking about Diddy? Well, now people are apologizing. That's right. People are apologizing to certain people who could see allegedly what was going down. The naysayers and the door knockers. Yeah, I've been told it's a conspiracy. Why's she mad? Why's she so mad at me? She's gonna say because of a little AI voice. Y'all, come on. You don't go this long. You don't go this deep. You don't go this hard. She needed to create something, a story, and blame it on me. You know, Tammy. Well, that story was created in April. It took birth April the 4th, 2022. Got the receipts, got the deletes, got the videos too. So, yes, it's a very complicated picture, puzzle, especially for new people. You know, all the folks that have been around, you know, they were around 2020, 2021. They know what I'm talking about. But I was trying to catch people up to speed, right? Painting the picture, telling the story. And each time I got close and put more together, my channels were struck. That's because Danielle Robertson doesn't want the truth to come out. She wants to silence my voice. And you don't know the half of it and everything that's been done to me. So, why am I still talking about her? I think you should know by now. And why am I interested in talking about her being checked? Wait on it. Yeah, all the tweets, the dirty deletes, the dirty 40. That's not a conspiracy. She's got her foot soldiers right now doing things not to me, not to others, but she's off on another adventure, let's just say, activating people to do things like take others down, sign petitions, tweet things out. She wants the truth, right? That's what she wants to be, the truth teller now. She wants to rescue somebody's family. Don't want this, don't want that. You, Danielle Robertson, you've been checked. So maybe these other people just need to know who's behind all of these fake petitions and instigating. Maybe they ought to know who you are. Since you want to bring out the truth, you see, too many people don't even know. They don't even suspect, have no clue. And it's not because they've done something. They just don't know what they don't know. She's portraying an image like she's some activist, like she, a chameleon. No, this is the same person. The same person. So that's why Danielle Robertson is on a number of receipts. Illegal receipts. That's right. That's no conspiracy. And she said, who gonna check me, boo? Who gonna check you? Okay. I know it's chess, not checkers. It could be a long game. That's right. Taurus says, let me read some of your comments. Too many coincidences and connections. I think I have the right family. We don't know how broad that family goes or how deep that family goes. Who's in the family? But if Danielle Robertson, the one that's on YouTube, the one that signed these documents, the one that says that's where she is, the one whose voice we hear, who's one who is admitted to these documents, it doesn't matter who she is. When she is found out, we will all know who she is. Right? The layers. It won't matter. As long as we get to the truth. That's all I want to know. The true identity of Danielle Robertson on YouTube. Yeah. And I can tell the truth. There's nothing wrong with me talking about this matter. As much as she wants to, cease and desist, when she has turned around and said, cease and desist these knuckleheads. Got that on tape too, Daniel. So, no, seriously, it's a process. And I just thought I'd talk about a little bit. Didn't you know? Didn't you know? So while we wait, we'll see. Someone is in receipt of some documents, I believe. And I believe those documents have Danielle Robertson's name on them. That's right. I don't know how she's going to get out of this, but she's already working on it. What y'all think? Joanne says no one is going to be her fall guy. Didn't you know? That's the song. Didn't you know? Didn't you know? That's how Erykah Badu says it. Didn't you know? Checkity, check, check, check. Hang on. What you gonna do? The clock has been reset, at least on my picture. I can't tell you how and when. I'm waiting for something, I'm waiting for things to be updated. So then I will know what I think is going on. That's right. A shout out to Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, my followers or listeners here on YouTube and X tonight. I have more of you on X. Follow me there. Follow me on all social media. It's Unwind with Teddy, all one word, together just like that. The clock is ticking. Told you so. Where's my song? Told you so. So you can hear the lyrics. And then I'm going to wrap things up. It's 11:50. Joanne says she still wants to play the arrest video like a fool. Malicious intent. What a dunce. That's because she has an ego, it's narcissist and alleged, where she just, she's invincible. She has convinced herself she will never be found out. Black Rabbit used those same words. Danny will never be found out. How does she know that? I still ask that very question. How does she know that? She was very adamant about it. I wonder what you know, Black Rabbit. How would you know that? Right? All right, told you so. Let me check my email. I'll be right back. Biggest bear hugs go out to all the Grizzlies. Please hit the like on your way out. Email me at unwindwithteddy@gmail.com. Keep your bear phones on for either a meltdown in the morning, most likely, and messy mocha. Told you so. All right, so I've checked my email. I am good. It is 11:56. I like to say the time just because I timestamp my videos, when I'm doing my breakdowns in the morning, so I know where I'm at. Yes, I'm good. I hope you are too. Once again, thanks for joining me tonight. But that's it. Any questions or concerns, you can email me at onlinewithteddy@gmail.com. But now it's time to say goodnight. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Good night.
So don't you tell me I am selfish just because I look out for myself. I've been happy, working hard, so I won't have to cry when I'm older. I could have done this or that. I remember when I used to. Don't do it 'cause it doesn't work. I'd rather tell you, shoot your shots. I did it, so I know you got this. We're all living for manifest. You'll get your dreams, just do your best. So don't you tell me I am helpless just because I'm searching for myself. I've been happy, working hard, just so I can say I told you so. I told you so. I don't need your approval to be myself. I got that on myself. Gracefully, gotta keep it cozy. I'ma take it slowly, one step at a time till my time is up. Why you stay mad at me? We gon' make mistakes, we gon' disagree. Are you so proud of me? If you just wait and see, you gon' rise. So don't you tell me I am selfish just because I look out for myself. I've been happy, working hard, so I won't have to cry when I'm older. I could have done this or that. I remember when I used to. Don't do it 'cause it doesn't work. I'd rather tell you, shoot your shots. I did it, so I know you got this. We're all living for manifest. You'll get your dreams, just do your best. So don't you tell me I am helpless just because I'm searching for myself. I've been happy, working hard, just so I can say I told you so. I told you so.